All right, let's do it again. Therapy day for me. I'm in a better place emotionally. Today's been a good day, and I've had good moments. Um, I think most of you know what's going on with my wife or my late wife. If you've been following it all, that it's been about 3 weeks now, 2.5 or 3 weeks since she passed, and I will tell you that um, that first week was just a roller coaster. Just doesn't even describe. I mean, just the emotions that went along with it, and the fear and anxiety that went along with it, and so I'm just trying to come on here and talk through some of what I'm going through, because maybe, just maybe, that will help somebody else. Maybe somebody else who's been through this or who's going through it. Maybe this will help you to feel like you're not alone, and that there's other people who are having the same struggles as you are, and you can jump down in the comments too. I love to see from you guys. As you can see from the other videos, I just can't respond to all those comments. There's just way too many. So today I'm just going to tell you guys that some of the things that I've been struggling with. Like I said, today's been a good day, but there's definitely been some struggles, and one thing that I've struggled with a little bit is like right now. I know, I already know what some of you are going to say, because I would say the same thing. But there's this kind of struggle when I don't feel bad, or when I'm happy for a little bit. You know, if there's a time that I'm laughing and having a good time, and I was out earlier with a friend of mine at lunch, and then I stopped by my store and was talking to some family and friends there, and I've been laughing and having a good time, and then I get home and there's just kind of this feeling like, I don't know, like I'm having fun, and I'm laughing, and I'm happy without her, and then that starts to bring me down in and of itself. And I know she's in a better place. She's rejoicing. She's singing. She's with the Lord. She's got to eat off of the tree of life, and she's getting a tour of heaven. She's been able to meet some of the saints. She's having a grand time. I told my daughter the other week, I said, you know that if I could pray your mom back, if I could pray a prayer and that she would be back here with us right now, I would do it in a heartbeat. And then you know that she would smack me. And she would say, what did you do that for? Because she is that well. So I know that she's doing okay, and I know that she would want us to be doing okay. She wants us to be happy, and she would not want us to mope or to be sad or to be depressed. And don't think that because I said I'm having some good moments that those times aren't there. Saturday morning was ridiculous. I mean, I'm just going to confess to you the truth. I cried for about 6 hours. I cried from 3 a.m. until about 9 a.m. when another friend of mine started texting with me. I was trying to use Facebook and everything else, but thankfully a conversation with somebody else just kind of snapped me out of it. But I just couldn't stop. So I'm not saying I'm out of the woods, I'm out of grief or out of grieving. That's not it at all. I'm just saying that there's these kind of moments where I'm not feeling sad. And then when those moments are over, then I start to feel bad for not feeling sad. And so I have to kind of stand up against that too and say, wait a minute, this is part of it. And I know that there are going to be waves of emotions that are going to come back and forth. And I know that she is in a better place. And that really hit home yesterday. I'll tell you one more story, and then I'll end it for today. That the other night, somebody had brought us, our family. There's just all kinds of food being brought, and thank you for that. I appreciate it so much. You have no idea. It's been nice. I haven't had to go to the grocery store in 3 weeks. So thank you all for the food and for the dinners and the snack stuff and the drinks and all of it. You guys have been wonderful, and I'm so thankful for that. Somebody had brought us some popcorn. Just tons and tons of popcorn. There's a whole bunch down there. And what they didn't know is that popcorn was Sarah and I's favorite nighttime snack. And when Sarah came down with colon cancer, one of the main fears was that she would clog, and that she would have to have her colon removed. So we were eating pretty specific diet restrictive, a diet restrictive diet. That sounds weird. Anyways, we were eating food specific that it would move easily and that we didn't have to worry about her clogging. Obviously, popcorn would be the number one thing to say. You probably want to stay away from that. And so we did. And so I had not had popcorn. Now, you got to understand, I know it's popcorn, right? But we had popcorn just about 3 or 4 times a week. And she made the best homemade caramel popcorn. She would go out to the kitchen and use brown sugar and something else. And over the stove, she would sit there and melt this caramel. She would make this caramel, and then she would pour it over top of the popcorn, and then put it down in the oven. And she just made this heavenly caramel popcorn. And so probably once a month we had this fresh, delicious caramel popcorn. And then several nights a week we would eat popcorn, especially because if she was on some diet or something, then popcorn was pretty easy to make healthy but still make yummy. And so we had popcorn all the time. We made flavors of popcorn, guys. I'm telling you, you can do a lot with popcorn. And she used to just make it all the time. And so in August, when she was diagnosed, we stopped making popcorn. And I haven't had popcorn not once since then. I've been offered it. I know that sounds weird, but I've been offered it. We've been out and somebody would say, oh, there's popcorn in a bowl over there. And just as kind of a, just to show, to say that I'm with her and I'm here with her, I wouldn't partake. Even though the diet was really for her, I wasn't eating any either. And so there was this kind of like conversation between the two of us that when she was better, we were going to have popcorn. We couldn't wait to sit down and have a bowl of popcorn together like we used to. And so now that she's passed, there was all this popcorn, and I just couldn't bring myself to make it. And so 2 nights ago, for the first time, I made myself a bowl of popcorn. And yep, I cried over popcorn. I'm okay now. Like, I had another bowl last night and it was good. I still love popcorn. It's hard to enjoy what we used to enjoy together. Whether that's songs on the radio or popcorn. And it's not the same without her, I can tell you that. I enjoyed sharing a bowl more than I enjoyed having the bowl itself. So, grief is just such a funny thing, and I know how it goes. I know the stages of grief. I've read the books. I've wrote the papers. I've been on the other side. I'm not unfamiliar with what's going on, but I will tell you that it is worlds different to be in the middle of it, experiencing it, or to read it out of a book, or to tell somebody this is what you're going through. There's nothing I know everybody wants to say something. There's nothing anybody can say that's going to make any of this any better. It's just going to take time. And so the Lord is just going to continue to work on us like he already is, and he's going to continue to take care of us. And we're going to slowly, day by day, we're going to continue to get better. And I'm sure we're going to have days and probably even weeks that are going to come through tough, and then we're going to have times that we'll get along a little longer without feeling so much grief and so much pain. And I think we're already starting to see that now. So I appreciate all your support, and hopefully this is helping you. I don't know if it is, but it's helping me. So I'm going to call them therapy days. That's what it is. These are my therapy days to just talk through some of what's been going on in my life. So, all right, guys, I hope that you all are doing well, and I'll see you in the next video.